What's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a good day. Wanted to get another video up, this time a cooking video for you guys. We have some of my American almond beef. We're gonna do some of the beef short ribs with a bunch of the Provider Life rubs. I just want to give you guys, first of all, a little background on American almond beef. Me and 4 other buddies of mine started. I get hit up all the time, people wanting to buy wild game from me, which legally I cannot sell. So I know a lot of people are starting to realize the health benefits of organic, free range, no hormones, no antibiotic type things with the wild game. A lot of people are starting to realize it tastes really good too. So without being able to have a bunch of wild game that I'm raising, we figure what's the next best thing, and we came up with American almond beef. So basically what it is we pasture raise these steers. Last 100 to 150 days of these steers' lives, we feed them strictly a proprietary blend that we've created, made of almonds, sunflower seeds shells, beet pulp. We got prune, the pit. Inside that pit, there's a seed. We grind that up. We have alfalfa, some kind of roughage like a barley hay, the bran off of rice. So when they take brown rice and they want to make it into white rice, they polish all that bran off, which has all the fiber, the protein, all that stuff, all the good stuff. We put that in there as well. No corn, no soy, no hormones, no antibiotics ever. And that's what makes this stuff special. And I'm super proud to be a part of this. Me and my buddies have been working hard on it. That, along with all of our rubs. We came out with 10 different rubs. You guys can see here. We have a mix of all kinds of different flavors here. Obviously these are geared towards wild game, but they are amazing on domestic meats as well. So I even use them on vegetables and any type of sides you guys can think of. So I want to show you guys one of my favorite ways to make beef short ribs. Like I said, they're super easy and they are phenomenal. So many different things you can do with these. Make tacos, enchiladas. You can just eat them straight, shredded meat, which I like to do. I've been kind of sticking to somewhat of a carnivore-based diet the last 3 months, which has been helping my psoriasis tremendously. Starting to implement things back into my diet, fruits, some vegetables, and kind of just testing things out that cause inflammation for my psoriasis. Everybody is going to be different as far as that goes. So right now it's kind of the testing process. So I'm looking good, feeling good as far as the psoriasis goes. And now let's get to cooking some beef. All right, so before we get these things all coated, we have some almond oil, and then we're gonna season with some Provider rubs. Let's go get that Traeger fired up, let that thing heat up while these things are getting prepped. All right, so I'm just playing around with this recipe. I think I'm gonna go 225. We're gonna smoke these suckers for, I'm guessing, about 3 hours, just to get that smoke flavor. Let's go 225. Ooh. We just filled up the hopper, so we're good to go there. Let that sucker heat up. And let's go get those things seasoned. Yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of making this recipe up, but I have done something similar to this in the crock pot. I think adding that smoky flavor, maybe seasoning them, letting them smoke for a few hours, getting a little smoke ring on these things, it'll start breaking down some of that tissue as well. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna braise them. We'll get the big cast iron pot, and we're gonna add some stuff in there and let her go for a few hours, probably another 6 hours, I'm guessing, 7 hours. But let's get to seasoning these things. All right, so first things first, we're gonna coat these things with a little bit of this almond oil. I might have to set you guys down. Let's see if we can do this. Just gonna make sure I coat all the sides on these. Basically just acting like a binder as usual with the olive oil. Something for the rubs, all the seasonings to stick to. Okay. All right. Now that we have all that coated, look at that great marbling. Let's go ahead and pick a rub. I think this time I'm gonna try some of the fowl. I might even mix a little bit. Let's go fowl and some of the swine. Those are probably my 2 favorites. That covey is really good as well. All right, now these things are all seasoned up. Let's go get them on the Traeger. Let's get these suckers in here. All right, well, these smoke for the next few hours. Let's go get the rest of the process all prepped. I'll show you guys some of the things I'm gonna put in that cast iron with these, and then we're gonna slow cook them for probably, like I said, another 6, could be 8 hours, depending on tenderness. So let's go get that stuff ready. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you some of the things I normally would put in something like this. Since I am doing the carnivore diet, there's a few things that I can't have, mainly peppers, tomatoes, a lot of the nightshade stuff. That's one of my things that trigger my inflammation, which causes psoriasis. I've noticed that trying to reintroduce that stuff back into my diet. So normally on something like this, I have my cast iron. Definitely gonna use garlic. Normally do beef broth. I accidentally grabbed the wrong one here, but this should be beef broth. And then what makes it really good, I've used this before with some of my venison shoulders. These chipotle peppers in the adobo sauce are phenomenal. They do pack a kick, so something the size of what we're making tonight, I'd probably only do half of one of these. And then some beef bouillon, or better than bouillon, about a tablespoon to a half a tablespoon of that as well. I would also dice up an onion and even a big bell pepper, maybe 2 bell peppers in there, because that's gonna simmer down pretty small. So that's normally what I would put in this. Today we're gonna go very basic, very simple. I'm just gonna do some garlic, some of the broth, and it already has some seasoning on it. I might throw a little bit more ground pepper and a little bit more salt, and then we're gonna get it on the Traeger. All right, let's get a little update. These have been on for about an hour, hour and a half now. Looking good. We're gonna give these just probably another hour to an hour and a half, and then we're gonna put these suckers in that cast iron. All right, it's been 3 hours. Let's get this sucker started. So, first things first, I'm gonna coat this. Let me get all this stuff out of here. Duke. I'm gonna coat this bottom with some of the almond oil, just so nothing sticks, and it gives it some amazing flavor. Okay. And then we're going to add my American almond beef. Ooh, it's already starting to look really good. Now I'm going to turn this up to 300. Let that heat up. Right now, we're going to add a little bit of garlic. I don't know, about 2 tablespoons. Just go ahead and throw that in there. Alright, then we're going to do about, I don't know, about a cup of, should be beef broth. Just enough to add some liquid in there. That looking good. Now we're just going to cover that and let it simmer at 300 for about, I'm guessing, another 6 hours. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, so it's been about 4.5 hours. Let's see these things. I didn't bring any oven mitts. Let's do this. Oh man, I can already tell they're about to fall off the bone. I might not even have to go 6 hours. They're not quite ready yet, as you guys can see. We're still holding on, but they are breaking down. Smelling amazing. We'll give that a couple more hours and let it rip. Walked outside, this smells amazing. Alright, we got about 6 hours here. Let's see what this is looking like. Let's get this off. Oh yeah. There it is. Shreds. That's what we want. Yeah, that's delicious fat. Ooh-wee. Alright, time to pull this sucker off. You guys can see this is falling apart. I'm basically just going to shred this now. You can even just cube this up and eat it. Like I said, I've been doing the carnivore diet now, so this is the type of thing I'll do all day. And then just make that my meal right there. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just a quick, simple recipe. Just wanted to give you guys a little background on American Almond beef and what we stand for, what it's all about. But I am about to grab this. I am hungry. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.